So today on Virtualize Everything, we're going to look at how I got Android running on Proxmox 8. So to start off the process of installing Android on Proxmox 8, we went ahead and we visited the Android x86 project. And we pressed download. We opened up the SourceForge download link right here. We navigated to release 9.0. We found the 64-bit version of the newest release, which happens to be right here. We right-clicked on it and we copied the link. Then we came up here to Proxmox. We visited our local drive, ISO images, download from URL. We pasted the URL here and we selected the name, copied it, and pasted it here. Because this link ends in a /download, we couldn't simply just use the query URL feature. Then we're going to press download, and the download's going to happen. Since I already have the download finished, I just want to go ahead and close the screen and let it run in the background. We have a ISO that we can work with right here. So now I'm going to come up to Create VM, going to give it a name, press Next, select the ISO, press Next, leave everything here alone, press Next. If you have an SSD, check Discard. Everything else can be left alone. We're going to give it 2 cores, and it seemed to run all right on 2 gigs, so we'll leave that alone. I'm going to configure my network bridge. You don't need to do so if you don't have one. Then I'm going to press Next. Everything's okay, so I'll press Finish. Now that our VM's made, I'm going to press Start and Console, and I'm going to use my arrow keys to navigate down to Install Android x86 to hard drive. So now we can begin the installation process. I'm going to start by pressing the down arrow key, which is going to select Create and Modify Partitions. Press Enter. It's going to ask me if I want to use GPT. I'm going to select Yes and press Continue. Now it's going to ask me if I want to create a partition. I do. So News selected by default. So I'm going to press Enter. I want to use the whole drive. So I'm going to use the default beginning and the default ending and the default here as well. It asks for the drive. I'm just going to call it HDD for a name, and that gives us our drive. Now I'm going to use the Over button to select Write and press Enter, type Yes and hit Enter. Now we can quit, and we have SDA1 that's available for the installation. So we can select OK by pressing Enter. I'm selecting ext4, and it's going to ask us if I'm sure that I want to format the partition with ext4. I'm going to use the over arrow, select Yes, and press Enter. It's going to ask us if we want to use the grub bootloader. I do, so I'm hitting the over arrow to select Yes and pressing Enter. It says grub needs MBR, so I'm going to let it convert the GPT to grub, and by selecting Yes. I'm going to choose to create my system directory as read-only, even though it's going to use more space on the hard drive. So I again hit the over arrow, select Yes. I like to do a reboot before we automatically go into Android. So I'm hitting the down arrow to select reboot, pressing Enter, and the reboot's going to happen. Now that Android's loaded, we can go ahead, select English, and click on Start. We want to select more Wi-Fi networks, and then this screen's going to come up. It's going to give us the option for Wi-Fi. We want to click on that, and it's going to check for updates. I don't want to copy apps or data, so I'm hitting Don't Copy. I don't want to sign into Google at the moment, so I'm hitting Skip. We can always sign into Google later on, and I'm just going to select Skip. We're in the Eastern time zone, and the date and time are right, so I'm hitting Next. They don't need location services. We don't need to allow scanning. We don't need to send diagnostic information, and we can go ahead and accept. I don't particularly care with this VM about, unlock patterns, pins, passwords, so I'm scrolling down to not now. Depending on your use case, you may indeed want to set one of those up, and I'm going to hit Enter. For some reason, I found the mouse not to work well here at that particular screen, so I use the keyboard. I can select Skip anyways. It wants to select your home app. I'm going to use Quick Step, and I always want want to use it, so I'll click Always. Now we have Android all set up, and we can begin interacting with it. In order to use Google Play Store, of course, you're going to have to sign into Google, but we can check out Chrome here, and we can accept. We're going to tell it no thanks to the sign in, and we can take a quick look at Amazon. There you have it. There's a working install of Android. Of course, if we want to go home, we can click the circle button and that'll take us home. So there's a working install of Android ready to be used on your Proxmox server for whatever you choose to do so. I hope you enjoyed this video, got Android working for yourself, and will consider sharing, and subscribing to help virtualize everything, bring you more great content about Proxmox and virtualization. As always, have a good night.